Here we are, out in the woods for World Kindness Day. I'm about 3 miles from the centre of Leeds, about 3 miles from home in the opposite direction, and about 5 pounds heavier than when I set off. It's rather wet, and I'm wet through to the skin in places. So this would be a day when being kind to myself and bringing myself to somewhere like this could take a bit of an effort. However, now I'm here, I've warmed up a little bit. Yeah, there's a bit of resistance to coming out on days like this. It's a bit breezy, it's a bit wet, a lot wet. However, I still class it as a kindness to myself. Gets me out of the house, confines of my small flat, fresh air. It's my body moving, and if I was to stay at home, I think that the outcome would be that I would get a little bit down on myself for not going out, and disappointed, frustrated, even get a bit pent up, ruminate, etc, etc. But now I've got the 3 miles from home and I'm in the woods. The resistance in by both my body and my mind are not there. They dissipated. Well, my mind's quite quiet. I have a little bit of tension around my solar plexus, which is quite common for me. And at some point during my walk, I will take some time out. I mean, I walk slowly when I'm here anyway. I walk fast to get here because it's, there's not much to see. So I walk fast to get here, but then when I get here, it's nice to just slow down and do some diaphragmatic breathing, into the belly, and just relax and let my senses take it in. So at times I might do a little bit of a grounding exercise, what can I see, hear, feel, touch, that kind of thing. And what a place, to do grounding exercises in the woods, on the ground, in the autumn. Or I may do a 10-minute walking meditation with all my focus down to my soles of my feet, and take about 10 minutes just walking. I've got a couple that I listen to. So yeah, I find it's a kindness. It eases me, it pleases me, and my imagination can kick in as well. As a child, I used to walk quite a lot. I used to go out with the neighbour. They had a big dog, an Airedale Terrier. It was mental, and we used to go up over the Yorkshire moors, take a whole day. Yeah, and other times I'd be out with friends. I was probably younger, maybe about 8 or 9, and we'd be in the woods. Smell of wild garlic, moss. There's always a stream running by. I remember there was a stream with a slippery bank covered in moss, and we'd always come out green, green and black, stinking of garlic and moss. But that's what little boys are supposed to do. And yeah, those memories come back, so that's really nice to remember things like that, because they were happy times. So yeah, I don't walk really to get anywhere when I'm in the woods. It's just a walk around the woods. Eventually I'll find my way out, and I'll head for home. And when I get home, there's another kindness waiting for me. One of them's obviously a hot shower, a long hot shower. Look at that, it's beautiful. Yeah, a long hot shower when I get back and dry off and change my clothes. But when I walk into my flat, I'll take a deep breath and breathe in up my nose, because what's going to happen is that I put a stew on the slow cooker really early this morning, and I'll be about ready when I get home. And I love my spices and garlic and things like that. So the flat will stink. I'm upstairs, so when I open the front door at the bottom of the stairs, before I even go up to the kitchen, I'll smell that. So I'll be hungry as soon as I get in. I'll probably have a shower first, and some stew and a few slices of crusty bread. So there's another kind, compassionate thing that I've done for myself today. And like I say, you know, there's always, on days like this, resistance to getting out. My inner self can get quite grumpy and grumble, and I don't want to go. And so, yeah, it's sometimes got to get over that resistance, because once I get out, I know within a few hundred yards I'm going to be quite content, and within a couple of miles I can be here, getting absolutely soaking wet through and putting weight on by the minute. I can only get so wet, so it doesn't really matter. Everything will dry, it'll all wash off. So there we are. If at all possible, get out and about, folks. It's beautiful, even when it's raining. And yeah, the colours and the smells and everything, it's just gorgeous. The only thing that spoils it, I guess, for a little bit, I suppose, is the noise of the M1 motorway just by the side of me. I guess, you know, that's just how it is. There are other walks I go on. I'll send you one of those. But I hope this short video brings you some happiness and maybe some inspiration to be treating yourself to some kindness of whatever sort floats your boat.